Well, those kids can play, can't they? Well, you seem to enjoy that. I thought they were great. Should we give them another vote? Ladies and gentlemen, it's indeed a great pleasure for joining me to be here with you this afternoon on this milestone occasion for the Franklin High School Band program. Throughout the various marching band arenas, the Franklin High School Band has earned the reputation as one of the premier high school marching bands in America. I will tell you, if you'll allow me to interject a personal note, I started following the Franklin Band 40 years ago. My first year as an undergraduate, I'd heard about through high school this contest over in Murfreesboro called the Contest of Champions. And so I got a carload of my fraternity friends together. We came to Murfreesboro and sat in the stands for the entire day. I didn't miss one for many years after that. The Franklin Band came out under the direction of the great Wayne Simpson. And at about the 2/3 point of that show, I looked over at one of my buddies and I said, "Is the good Lord moving those kids around on the field? That's the cleanest thing I've ever seen in my life." It never changed. The whole time I've ever watched the Franklin Band, the thing that I've always been so impressed with is the preparation and the commitment to excellence. And I made kind of Wayne a mentor, whether he wanted to be or not, because I figured if I'm going to enter this profession, I'm going to have to figure out a way to do for my students what he did for his. And that was always have them so well prepared for performance. And that was inspiring for me as a young teacher. He actually called me the Kentucky Kid once, and I thought that was the greatest compliment I've ever gotten. Wayne Simpson referring to me as the kid. I will say to you also that the history of this story program is unbelievable. As we look through the materials from all of the ensembles that we evaluate each year, I'm just going to give you a few of the big ones. And so you may want to sit back, put your chair back in a reclined position, unfasten your seatbelt a little bit, because this is a fairly impressive list, but I don't want to leave anything big off. This band has made 2 appearances in the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade, an appearance in the Tournament of Roses Parade, 4 appearances in the Orange Bowl Parade. They've been in the movie Nashville. They've been in the movie The Secret Handshake. They've appeared with, yes, Madonna in the video American Pie. They're a 4-time winner of the Tennessee Governor's Cup and a 2-time winner of the very same MTSU Contest of Champions I was just referencing. They're a 2-time winner of the Class 3A second place award at Bands of America Grand Nationals. They're a 2-time Bands of America Regional Champion and a 2-time Bands of America Class Champion. They've had 3 performances at the Music for All National Concert Festival. The Wind Ensemble has performed, the Percussion Ensemble, and the Chamber Winds. They've had 2 performances at the TVA State Music Conference, the Wind Ensemble and the Percussion Ensemble, and they've had multiple superior ratings at Contest Performance Assessment. Multiple appearances at TMEA State Concert Festival, multiple Tennessee Bandmasters Association Sweepstakes Award, and the Winter Guard just won their class at the Southeastern Color Guard Circuit Championships. Wow. It takes quite a community to pull that kind of accomplishment, that kind of excellence off. And so at this time, the Franklin Band would like to thank some very, very special people. First of all, Williamson County Mayor Rogers Anderson and Franklin County Mayor Ken Moore, who unfortunately can't be with us today as he is meeting with Governor Haskell. I guess we'll give him a mulligan. And then from Williamson County Schools, Dr. Mike Looney, Director of Schools, Dr. Charles Farmer, Director of High Schools, Melissa Dufourchou, Fine Arts Curriculum Specialist, and school board members Andy Emerson, Dr. Beth Burgo, and Rick Wimberly. Thank you so much for your support of this marvelous program. Ask some folks from here at Franklin to come down so that we can get a look at you and give you the appropriate ovation. First of all, I'd like Principal Willie Dickerson to come forward, Assistant Principal Dr. Nikki Patton, and Assistant Principal for Fine Arts Dr. Shane Pante. And then we'd also like to recognize 2 assistants who couldn't be with us today, but we'd like to recognize Mr. Jason Eubanks and Mr. Marlon Ruck for their support. So if you could come down and let us give you the ovation you richly deserve. Levi Brandenburg, and Michael Horvath. Gentlemen. Joanne's going to come and read a quote by her protege. So, Joanne, please.
Before I read the quote, we're going off script just a second. I've known Mr. A, as we lovingly refer to him, for gosh, I don't know, since 1996. And that was, you know, he gets kind of sappy, doesn't he? I'm bad about it too, so we'll probably both be in tears here before this thing is over. But that was one of the greatest days in my career was when he came to Overton to work with me. And it was one of the saddest days when he left. But I have to tell you about the very first night that David rehearsed the Overton Band. It was a Thursday night rehearsal before marching season, you know, in the summer. And I was working on my master's and had a class. So I brought David in, introduced him to the band, and said bye. And left him with the 150 or however many, I don't know how many there would have been, students. So I came back after class, and we went to Pardo's to talk about the evening. Remember where Pardo's was up in Brookwood? So we're sitting there, and you know, David talks with his hands a lot, doesn't he? So we're discussing the evening and how things went and everything. And he does this, and there's a glass of tea in front of him, and I'm sitting across from him, and the tea ended up in my lap. The entire glass. And that was his first night at Overton, and I said, welcome to Nashville. And I've loved him ever since. This quote says it all right here that he has written. Of the Franklin Band, David Aylett says, I so appreciate the students, parents, and staff here at Franklin. What a wonderful group of people. People that are so dedicated to the growth of our band program, and that makes me want to grow and improve as a teacher. Our band has a model for the future, and part of that is a set of 10 core values, the most important of which is community. This isn't just a clever slogan. These Franklin people really live it. From being welcoming to new members and parents each year, to our famous tailgates, experiencing all the good times and the struggles, it's all about our shared vision of the band program here at Franklin. And when this many people enthusiastically share a vision, anything is possible. I think that says it all right there.
Ladies and gentlemen, the John Philip Sousa Foundation is the proud sponsor of this international award. The Sudler Shield is presented each year to outstanding high school marching bands that have demonstrated the highest standards of musical performance, marching technique, and visual excellence over a period of years. The Sudler Shield Committee meets each December in Chicago at the Midwest Band and Orchestra Clinic. The 17-member committee consists of mostly university band directors and also some outstanding high school band directors, all former winners of the Shield, I might add. The membership hails from all parts of the United States and Canada. The Sudler Shield Committee reviewed and adjudicated video performances and other submitted supporting materials of high school marching bands this past December from throughout the United States and internationally. Out of the 35,000 public and private high schools in the United States and countless others abroad, since this award began in 1987, only 76 bands have been presented with the Sudler Shield, and only 4 bands were judged as worthy recipients in 2014. Those winners are the Claudia Taylor High School Band from San Antonio, Texas, the Round Rock High School Band from Round Rock, Texas, the Dobbins Bennett High School Band from Kingsport, Tennessee, and of course, your own Franklin High School Band from Franklin, Tennessee. The plaque reads, the Sudler Shield, an international award recognizing a high school marching band program of the very highest quality, is awarded to Franklin High School Band, Franklin, Tennessee, David Adelit, Director, May 3, 2015. Joanne? Director Levi Brandenburg. Levi? Next to the Color Guard Director Michael Horvath. Next to the Assistant Director Jacob Campos. To the Assistant Director Michael Holland. Himself, to the Director of Bands at Franklin High School, to Mr. David Aylwin. David.
Take a seat for a second. I'm going to try to get through this without, I'm going to go take my glasses off because I think I'm fogging up. This is a special night for me. It's a special night for all of us here, a special night for these fine staff members and the ones that are in the audience as well. There's a lot of significance for this Sudler Shield Award for me personally. A lot of you have heard this cheesy band nerd story that I tell, that I decided to become a high school band director at the 1984 Contest of Champions. And no offense to the great Overton band of 1984, it was because of the 1984 North Hardin High School Marching Band, which was led by Professor Dale Warren. That band was a great band, and for many ways, for me, it's still a model of what a great band can look like. Talk about a shared vision. Those students were absolutely dedicated 100%, and it was a lot of buy-in in depth and breadth. It was most impressive, the way they behaved, the way they conducted themselves. And I had an epiphany while watching those students that were my age. My band did not attend the Contest of Champions. We were kind of a small band. We went to watch. I had an epiphany that that's what I was supposed to do with my life. My dad says that I was lucky because I got to make that decision when I was, 16 years old. Some people still don't know what they want to do. And so I guess it was very fortunate for me to decide to become a band director at that moment. And then the other significant part of this, of course, is Joanne Hood. I was teaching in West Tennessee, in Lexington High School, trying to build a band program there, trying to learn how to become a band director, making a lot of mistakes, as a young teacher usually does. And I applied for the job at Overton. It came open, and I didn't think I had a chance at all, and went to my interview and I think we interviewed at Applebee's, Joanne, that's what we did. And really felt a connection with Joanne. I was scared out of my mind, and I hadn't even spilled tea on her at that point. And Joanne mentored me then and mentors me still. And so for me to have both of these great individuals here with us tonight here at Franklin, conducting our great kids and speaking to all of you, for me is really, it's an absolute great moment for me in my career. I would say probably the high point of my career. So, and I want to say thank you so much to our Franklin folks here. As I put in my quote about the band program, you all 8 years ago welcomed me, and we went through some changes and some struggles, and man, we have the ship righted now, and we are going in the right direction. I tell people very often, we're not what we were, and we're not what we're going to be. We're somewhere in the middle. We're always reinventing ourselves. We're always becoming something else. And I expect us to keep reinventing ourselves and keep becoming something. As long as I'm the band director here, that's how things are going to be. And I'm so proud of the fact that you parents, you allow us to work with your great students, that you've taught them to be lovers of the fine arts and lovers of hard work. And I'm so appreciative to the students for what they do as well every day. I tell a lot of my friends, it's not really what matters on Sunday or Saturday or Friday night, it's what matters on Tuesday. If you can have a great class and a great lesson and a great band rehearsal on Tuesday, then you're probably going to be okay on the weekends. And I so appreciate the fact that the students come in and have great rehearsals on all the days of the week and anytime we're together. So thank you so much to all the Franklin folks. Thank you to the John Philip Sousa Foundation. Thank you so much to our staff here and our assistant directors and color guard directors. And thank you so much to these gentlemen and this gentleman and this woman behind me. So thank you very much.